Hi everyone, we're definitely shifting our focus to group presentations this week. Just want to guide you through the marking sheet and the resources you have about this. So please make sure that you have read through the unit handbook. You can print off a new copy from the unit details link. That will give you some information about the presentations. Then you need to come to the assessment page, so just click on assessment. You'll see the marking sheets for assessment are here and the multimedia presentation is available. So when you click on that, here's one I've prepared earlier. You will see quite a lengthy document, 5 pages. In there I've discussed a little bit about the audience, the time limits, how much you can use video, and some inspiration sources for you as well. I've also provided a group presentation marking sheet. So this explains how your group will be marked collaboratively, or I guess as a whole. One thing to note is that team materials and the submission of the team materials on time in the tutorial that you present are included here. There's a team sheet that you need to complete as a group, and then any visual displays like PowerPoint or Prezi, you just need to print us a copy. And if you've made any videos yourself, you also need to give us a copy of those. You do not need to give us copies of YouTube videos that are made by somebody else or are publicly available that weren't productions of the team. It's just video that you've made for this presentation. Then there's an individual contribution to the group presentation. So this is how your individual contribution will be marked. You need to have a bit of a look over this just to make sure that you understand it. And there's again this form that you need to submit to get the full marks. This needs to be submitted to your tutor during the tutorial that you present in. Okay, actually I should just mention this note here. If you do decide that you're going to present solely via video, you should be aware that you're responsible for demonstrating skills like audience engagement and avoiding the obvious use of off-camera prompts. We've really noticed that in past classes, people find this really difficult to do. And so you need to consider whether it's in your best interest before you decide to solely present via video. Quite a bit of video is fine, but maybe have some face-to-face time with the class as well, so that you can show your engaging self to your tutor. All right, team marking sheet. This one confuses people sometimes, but all you need to do, the presenting student team must complete the shaded fields below. So, date, time, tutor, topic, fill those in, and then in order of appearance in the presentation, regardless of whether it's video or face-to-face, put the names of the people presenting. Should have plenty of space there. Don't write in any other sections. Your tutor is going to take care of those parts for you. Finally, the statement of individual contribution. We need one of these from each group member, so if there are 4 people in your group, you'll be handing in 4 of them on the day. For confidentiality, it's perfectly okay if team members want to submit their own individual statement in a sealed envelope separate to the group. That's okay. Please make sure that you complete this fully. So, all of these ones up here, which seems very obvious, sometimes we need to separate out all the sheets of paper when we're marking and moderating. It's very helpful if we don't have to write down on each person's piece of paper their name, student number, and their tutorial day and time. Please make sure you fill this all out, because otherwise paperwork can get lost or attributed to other people, and you don't want that. So just take the time to fill that out. Then describe the aspects of the assignment that you were responsible for. Talk about and then tick whether you think your contribution was comparable to other group members. Maybe you did a little bit more, maybe you did a little bit less. Give us an indication there. And finally, let us know if you think the grade should be equally applied to all group members. If you had no significant issues, you're likely to tick here, and then you're finished with this page. There's nothing else to do. If you had some issues but you don't think that they warrant mediation and you think that everyone can have the same mark, you just tick here. If you do think that there are reasons for us to be awarding different marks to different group members, you must engage in a mediation session. We won't change people's marks without meeting with everyone face to face. So you would tick this box here, and you would continue to 3A, describing how you work collaboratively to address these difficulties or disagreements. If you are happy with the mark being applied to everyone, you just stop there. You don't do this 3A section. You only do the 3A section if you do want a different mark applied or you want a mediation session. Okay, so individual contribution, 1 from every person. Team marking sheet, 1 per team. And then just make note of these individual and group presentation marking sheets. It's helpful if you hand them to us, but it's not do or die if you don't hand us those sheets. Good luck for your presentations. I hope you have a lot of fun with it.